August 24th, 79 AD. Pompeii, Italy, a beautiful Roman city of 20,000 people. Busy markets, grand temples, luxurious homes. The people of Pompeii had everything. They had no idea that, in just 15 minutes, their entire world would be gone forever. But who were the people of Pompeii? This was no ordinary city. Founded over 800 years before the eruption, Pompeii was one of the most advanced cities in the Roman Empire. 20,000 people lived here. Grand theaters, restaurants, public baths, even fast food shops. They had everything. A perfect city that would become a perfect grave. But here is the shocking truth. Vesuvius had been giving warnings for days. 4 days before the eruption, earthquakes shook the city. Wells and springs dried up completely. Animals fled the area. Birds disappeared. Even the sea behaved strangely. The signs were all there, but nobody understood them. Nobody left. And that decision cost 20,000 lives. August 24th, 79 AD, 1 p.m. It began with a sound like thunder. Then the sky turned black. Hot ash and pumice stones began raining from the sky. Some people ran inside their homes, thinking it would pass. Others stood in the streets, frozen with fear, staring at the impossible sight above them. Nobody knew what was happening. There was no word in Latin for volcano. Within hours, the ash cloud began collapsing. Tons of ash and pumice rained down on Pompeii. Day turned into complete darkness. People could not breathe, could not see. Roofs began collapsing under the weight of ash. Those hiding inside their homes were no longer safe. The city was being buried alive. Then panic set in. People ran into the streets. Mothers clutching their children, men carrying valuables, families separated in the darkness. They ran blindly through ash-filled streets, not knowing which way led to safety. Some ran toward the sea, some ran toward the mountains. Most ran the wrong way. In the darkness and chaos, Pompeii had become a city of screams. Then came the killer. At 6:30 a.m. the next morning, a pyroclastic flow burst down the mountain. A wave of superheated gas and ash to 800 degrees Celsius, traveling at 700 kilometers per hour. There was no escape, no warning. In 1 single second, every living person in Pompeii was gone, frozen forever in their final moments. Some people chose to hide. They locked their doors, covered their faces with cloth, held their loved ones tight, parents shielding their children, couples holding each other. They thought the walls would protect them, but nothing could stop the pyroclastic flow. It entered every building, every room, every corner, and froze them, exactly as they were. Their final embrace, preserved forever in Ashdod. Others ran toward the sea. Hundreds crowded onto the beaches, desperate for rescue boats. They waited, they prayed. Some managed to escape on ships, but most were still on the shore when the pyroclastic flow reached the coastline. The sea itself was boiling. Ships that came to rescue ... turned back in horror. There was nothing anyone could do. But one man tried to help. Pliny, the elder commander of the Roman Navy, saw the eruption from across the bay. While everyone else was fleeing, he sailed toward the disaster. He launched his ships to rescue survivors, but volcanic rocks blocked the shore. He made it to land, but never made it back. Pliny the Elder died on that beach. His nephew, Pliny the Younger, watched from a safe distance and wrote down everything he saw. The only eyewitness account we have today. By August 25th, it was over. Pompeii was gone, buried under 6 meters of ash and pumice, an entire city. an entire civilization. Vanished in less than 24 hours. The world moved on. And slowly, people forgot that Pompeii had ever existed. For 1,700 years, the city lay hidden, silent, perfectly preserved, waiting to be found. For 1,700 years, Pompeii disappeared from history. Farms grew over it. Villages were built above it. People lived their entire lives directly above a buried city and never knew. The name Pompeii survived only in one ancient text, mostly forgotten: an entire world frozen in time, waiting silently underground. Until one day, in 1748, a farmer's shovel hit something hard. A farmer digging in the Italian countryside struck something hard. Stone walls, then floors, then paintings, then an entire street. King Charles III ordered an official excavation. And what they found shocked the entire world. An entire Roman city, perfectly preserved. Streets, homes, shops, artwork, food still sitting on tables, bread still in ovens. A city frozen in time, exactly as it was on August 24th, 79. But the most haunting discovery came in 1863. Archaeologist Giuseppe Fiorelli noticed hollow spaces in the ash. He poured plaster into them, and what emerged stopped the world. The exact shapes of the people of Pompeii, frozen in their final moments. A mother shielding her children, a man covering his face, a dog still chained to its post, a couple holding each other till the very end. 1,700 years later, their last moments live forever. Today, Pompeii is one of the most visited places on Earth. 2.5 million people come every year to walk the same streets where 20,000 people took their last steps. The people of Pompeii did nothing wrong. They simply lived their lives. And in one terrible moment, those lives were frozen forever. Their story is not just history. It is a reminder that life is fragile, that every moment matters, and that some stories must never be forgotten.